What's black and white and perhaps the last thing you'd expect to see in Vermont? Kat Viglienzoni is back with us this morning in the studio with the answer to that riddle. Kat, what in the world did you find?
Well, Julie, I'm not going to give it away just yet, but let's just say it's a sight to see, especially during the winter.
The Osgood's property in Reading looks like any other Vermont December scene, with its covered bridge and barn coated in snow. But inside that barn is something you won't see anywhere else in the state.
Hey, Zooster. Hi.
A zebra.
Hi. You want to come out? I've always wanted a zebra.
And Debbie Osgood found that there were no restrictions against having zebras. So 7 years ago, they got Zeus when he was just 10 weeks old.
So he's lived his whole life in Vermont.
I think he likes you.
I think he does.
Like me, Zeus is a California transplant, and both of us know what it's like to see a Vermont winter for the first time.
And the first time that it snowed, he went running out the barn door like he usually does, and all 4 feet landed in the snow, and he just stood there like a statue.
Now, in the winter, when Zeus can't really go outside, they do running games indoors here for him to get his exercise. But in the summertime, there are 300 acres of land out there that are all his to roam.
They typically don't cross waters. They don't like water. Doesn't go in the woods. So when we let them out on the property here, they know their boundaries. And we just close a gate on the bridge and they roam the hillside.
Which, she says, can lead to some interesting moments for drivers passing by.
He's up on the hill running around and cars will just like, stop. I thought I saw a zebra.
Osgood says she often gets asked to bring Zeus off the property, but it's too risky. She says he spooks easily and his kick is 5 times stronger than a horse's. She also decided not to ride him.
I just wanted him to be a pet. And he so is.
Zeus eats alfalfa and apples just like a horse.
Here, let's get brushed. You love getting brushed.
But unlike horses, his mane, hooves, and tail don't need to be trimmed. And his barn is heated so he doesn't get too cold in the winter.
How do you tell if you're kissing or biting?
He'll lick you. And a lot of times what he's doing with that smile is, it's a smile.
Osgood says Zeus's personality is a bit like a dog crossed with a cat and throw in a little bit of horse. He's sweet and smart, but he's also wary of anything new in his space. And he can tell if you're scared of him. And as our photographer Darren found out, he's also very curious.
He just stuck his nose in my pocket.
And though he has several animal friends in the barn with him, Osgood says Zeus likes to have only one best friend.
I'm his best friend. Okay. If my husband's up here with me, he will be very protective of me. He'll circle me, and he won't let him get too close.
But Zeus is not a fan of the snow, so it may be a few months before you'll see his black and white stripes outside.
You think if you go out there too many times that it'll turn to green grass again, huh? Yeah.
A zebra out of place and yet also at home in Vermont. Kat Viglienzoni, Channel 3 News, Reading.
And since we know you're probably wondering, we did ask Osgood how much Zeus cost. She said she doesn't give out that information, but it was, quote, enough.
Well, there's a lot of things I'm wondering.
Wow.
I have so many questions. We don't even have enough time for all the questions I have. But that is something.
And for all the people out there who are going, I want a zebra. If you have dogs, zebras and dogs do not get along.
Oh,
She said anytime there's a dog visiting, like, Zeus goes after the dog. Because presumably they see them as a threat. So something to consider if you are thinking of investing in a zebra.
And frankly, you never know what you're going to see here on the weekend.
True.
And
Yes.
I think we've just proven it.
Kat, you really have done some pretty awesome things for this show this weekend. I mean, from zebras to jumping all over trampolines.
Do what I can.
What don't you do?
Sing.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll leave it at that.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.